Hi, I'm Liz Day and I'm an experienced teacher, neurodiversity advocate and a psychology master's graduate with a specialism in special educational needs. I strongly believe that everyone should have the opportunity to reach their own full potential, and I'm keen to spread information to help make this possible. Dysgraphia is a written language learning difference that primarily affects writing. It can be difficult to spot in young learners as every child develops literacy skills at different rates. However, there are some hallmark signs of trouble which usually show up when a child first learns to write. For example, these children often have problems holding a pen or pencil and forming letters and numbers. They can struggle to express themselves in writing, from organising ideas to spelling and using punctuation correctly. Poor handwriting is common. The spacing between words may be uneven, letter size can vary, and there's likely to be issues staying inside margins. Students with dysgraphia find it hard to show what they have learned when an assessment is carried out via writing. As with many learning differences, early detection is ideal. So let's look at 7 possible signs of dysgraphia. Number 1, poor letter formation. Understanding how lines and curves combine to form letters can be quite difficult for a child with dysgraphia. They may struggle to copy the pen strokes needed to produce a letter and have a hard time with spacing and size. Not all letters are created equal, and lowercase letters tend to be more challenging to write. That's because they're made up of more curved lines and are smaller, which creates an added challenge for someone who already has difficulty wielding a pen or pencil. You might see letter reversals, writing in all capitals, an inability to produce cursive text, and generally hard to read handwriting. 2, pain and frustration from handwriting. Children with dysgraphia commonly complain that writing by hand hurts them. They may position their wrist and elbow in an awkward way and not be able to hold a pen or pencil using the traditional tripod grip. The paper can slip out from under them, and they might be pressing down excessively as a result of difficulty applying the right amount of pressure. All of this is distracting and prevents them from getting their thoughts on paper. Keep an eye out for unnatural movements and strained posture too. There are devices that can help, such as pen and pencil grips to enhance girth. Learning how to type is often recommended as a less painful and more efficient method of writing. Number 3, difficulty with spacing text. This can be the space between letters, words, or sentences. Writing from left to right and producing text that runs in a straight line might be problematic, as with the spacing of numbers and equations in mathematical problems. Teachers may notice a tendency for text to spill over into the margins, words to be split, and for students to run out of space at the end of the page. One of the hardest things for students with dysgraphia to do is to write in small boxes, a common requirement often in many classroom activity sheets. Please note that spatial problems in writing can also be due to visual processing disorders. Number 4, poor spelling. The writing process is cognitively taxing for children with dysgraphia, which makes spelling mistakes more likely to occur. Number 5, ungrammatical and disorganized writing. The higher order functions of writing, such as planning and producing grammatically correct sentences, can be difficult for a child with dysgraphia. Run-on sentences are common, misuse or a lack of punctuation may show up. Number 6, avoidance of schoolwork. Writing is required for most classroom-based activities and is an essential skill for exams, projects, and even homework assignments. Because children with dysgraphia will usually be aware that they're poor writers, they may be reluctant to complete these things and can act disinterested or even outright refuse to participate in an activity. Teachers commonly see unfinished writing assignments handed in, a failure to do homework, and students who are not motivated or excited about classroom learning. Number 7, low confidence and a negative self-image. As with other specific learning differences, dysgraphia can cause confidence and self-esteem issues. Students may be embarrassed by their written work and their poor handwriting and reluctant to work in groups or pairs. Dysgraphia may be referred to as a specific learning disability, but it doesn't have to be a disability that prevents a child from achieving their full potential. To find out about tips for supporting a learner with dysgraphia, please visit the Read and Spell blog.